To make this video about ESC calibration and testing. Basically, what I see a lot of people do on RC groups and Facebook groups is you've got your quad on the table, and you've got the props off the quad, and you want to test to make sure everything's calibrated. So you'll arm the quad with the controller, and you'll slowly bring up the throttle, and look at this, only 2 of the motors are going. Bring up the throttle a bit more, and eventually, now almost half throttle, we got all the motors going. And that obviously looks like an issue. And also, what I also see is on the quad again. So I'm just doing that same thing, and you'll notice that obviously there are very different values there, and that obviously looks wrong. But that's actually right. The reason this happened is because the PID controllers that is doing their job of being PID controllers, they are trying to correct, because there's probably a little bit of vibration here or something, and the PID controllers are trying to move the quad, but obviously the quad's not moving because there are no props. So, and the error builds, and then that's why, even though it's like I might have the throttle at a fixed position, but the motors are actually getting faster. That's because the error is building, and it's trying even harder to correct, but it obviously can't because there are no props on. So that's completely normal. So what you need to do is, if you want to test to see if all your motors are calibrated properly, is you need a USB cable into Cleanflight. So we are connected. What do we got? Onto the motors tab. Then you need to enable that, and you probably want your props off, really, because you don't want to kill yourself right now. And we use this slider here. So as you can see, it sends exactly the same ESC command. ESC value, I guess. Exactly the same value to each ESC. So, in fact, you can, once you've clicked on that master thing, you can actually just use the arrows on your keyboard and just notch it up, and we'll get there. Alright, so now, so you can see that my back right motor isn't actually completely calibrated. I just notched that up one more, and now that's turned on. But this flies fine, so that's close enough. So hopefully that helps some people understand why that particular issue happens.